Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Does it? Namely, that she took the picture the moment Did she say that exactly? I don't really remember, but I'll believe you.
It seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies.
I can always trust Phoenix to remember things a little more than me. He is a computer game. Can't always trust him to be totally logical, but sometimes he always pulls through in the end.
If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm not sure I understand it, but good advice. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculating like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder.
Premeditated? How do you know? Look at the Chief Prosecutor's hands in that photograph. Gloves. Oh. Does she not usually wear those? I don't know. Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? Well... If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves. Okay, get your face off Miss Green. Warg! These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation.
Premeditated murder, a serious offense.
Witness, and add this to your testimony. Shit. I guess I'll press that now. What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves, like driving gloves? Damn it.
The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested.
They were rubber gloves of the kind used for autopsies. Maybe she was performing an autopsy, you ever think of that?
In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder.
To do murder.
It's the only possible conclusion one can make.
Or maybe she was cold. It's February, her hands were cold. And those are the only gloves available.
Everything was planned.
Planned? Okay.
Planned. It was a premeditated crime.
Arg, indeed, Phoenix. Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Starr. This is bad. She's got them thinking this was all planned. If she can prove this claim, the trial's already over. I've got to think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated.
It's only a flesh wound.
You saying the same thing. You're saying the same thing, it means nothing to me. You said that before. Anything else?
Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr...
You said that before, too. This is just the same thing from before, but now we did it again after pressing her last statement. So do I have to present again? Yeah, we already went over that. So I guess I have to present. So the only thing new is that final statement, so I have to present something there. Oops, fuck! So I have to present something on this statement. What exactly? This is not... No, there's... Wait, there were no prints, right? No prints. Okay, so... Well, there's this. The parking stub is... No, and this guy, he's great. Autopsy... There's really... I don't... What is the victim's note? No, none of this. Ooh, the self... She did make a call. She made a call, apparently, right after it happened. Maybe that's something. That's really, like, the only thing here that I can think of at all. So here. I feel like that's wrong. Yeah, no, that's wrong. You didn't even give me a chance to explain it? That's how wrong I was? Wow. He didn't even give me a chance. I gotta do something else then. Well, okay, that was wrong. So that's not right. The picture's already... Sometimes we have to present the same thing like 3 times in a row. But I don't think the... No, the picture wouldn't show it. Let me look. No, that's... And then there's the floor plans. The victim's note is weird, but it doesn't say anything about gloves. Autopsy. This blue badger is staring into my soul right now. Sometime he'll be relevant. Whose stub is this? Is that for Miles's car? Yeah, I guess. Edgeworth's knife. Oh, that might be it then. It's Edgeworth's knife found in Edgeworth's toolbox. If it was premeditated, she'd have brought her own knife. If it's premeditated, she just happened to find a knife there at the time. That's probably what it is. I presented the phone. That's pretty close. Do you know what this is?
Are you trying to test me? I sell boxed lunches for a living. I think I know a thing or two about bloody knives. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk.
Exactly, bitch. Indeed, it is my knife. So how the fuck are you gonna say it was premeditated? It's actually really obvious, and I just didn't think of it. Again, that's like too simple. The bloody murder weapon, a red car all belonging to the prosecutor there. Who's saying this? Is this just the crowd? Yeah, it's the audience. That's weird. Talking for the first time. Are prosecutors bad people? Well, I mean, the defense has a request. I think Winston Payne might be okay. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony.
What's that, Ricky?
In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing, the murder weapon?
Oh.
This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon.
Whoa!
Alright, I like that angle there. Anyway. Order, order, order. Great, now the tide is turning in our favor.
Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free.
Well, no, not at all. Don't with the finger, and ew. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. Never again attempt humor, please. What? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail. But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. Bah! The prosecution could care less if it... Could? Edgeworth. All credibility out the window. Never again will I trust Miles Edgeworth with anything. Never again will I respect him. Could care less? Could care less. You motherfucker. That is like my number 2 pet peeve. Somebody saying I could care less. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Anyway, you damn idiot. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective. But there is a difference. 1st-degree murder and 3rd-degree murder. Although also you guys were talking about murder when it was actually manslaughter and was actually a 9-year-old, so I don't think you guys actually know what's up. But yeah, 1st and 3rd-degree murder are very different, and one has a much more severe punishment than the other. So there is a difference, and it is best that we make a distinction between the two. But yeah, so far we have not proven that she's actually innocent of the murder in general, just the premeditated part probably. But it does matter.
Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose that you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If she wasn't, why would she have been wearing...
The people wear gloves. My point is better than yours. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought.
How dare you?
Oh yeah, there it was again.
My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated.
Really now? Right. Okay.
Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. Okay, not what you thought. What you saw. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again.
The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it?
So, if I order pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy?
Well, I mean, if he ended up dead, then, I mean, that's not a very good analogy just because we do have the dead body. If he ended up dead, I mean, it's entirely possible that that would be the case, but I guess I get where you're coming from. In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness. Alright, I shall press all the things. Again, that's what you think, and it's irrelevant. You've said that, but you haven't told us how you know. The gloves, the gloves. I believe what she just said was a mere prelude to the story. Yeah. Try not to... Whatever, man. Oh. Okay, that's how it is? Alright, I'm wrong to press it. Let me move on with my goddamn life, you sons of bitches. Shut up. Shut up. Okay, thank you. I hate you all. That's why she called it... Just when Edgeworth gets better throughout the game, and we have a good ending, then we go into this case, and I hate him all over again, along with hating everybody else. All the time. Anyway, so there's that, I guess. It's probably nothing. You have no proof that Miss Sky called him there.
You have no proof that she didn't.
There is no record of a call made on the defendant Miss Sky's phone. Well, that's good.
She might have written him a letter.
What? Really, you could have. A letter? In any case, the victim came to the prosecutor's office where he was murdered. I'm sure he had a reason to be there. Witness?
Why do you think it was the suspect who summoned the victim that day?
Oh, that was the judge. Whatever. I'm sure. But why would you think that? What kind of grudge?
Well, I wouldn't know that.
Well, then fucking just random speculation. It means nothing. It's purely conjecture, Your Honor. If you hold out a lunch to me one more time, I'm going to kick it out of your hand. Lunch.
We agree there is a lunchbox here, but we don't know what's inside.
What is with these analogies? Yeah, we can see that there's a lunchbox. The proper analogy there is that we know he was there, not that she called him there. Life is like a box of chocolates. I get it. I get it. That's why my lunch was so salty. Judge? Die. This judge isn't very good with metaphors. This judge is not good at anything. The suspect had a grudge against Detective Goodman. No! You have no reason to believe this. Will you tell us your basis for thinking this? She has none. So your reasoning, what you're saying is she killed him because she had a grudge against him. And she had a grudge against him because she killed him. Little circular there. Fuck, this court is, this is a farce. This is just an animal house show. Press. Damn it. A human machine. That's a contradiction. I hope somebody turns out to actually be a robot. Please. I've been waiting for like a robot or a vampire or something. Can't you find fault with something of substance, Mr. Wright? And again, I'm just pulling up something like totally obvious here that's just like completely ridiculous. What? Emma, go away. It's ridiculous circular logic and it's stupid and nobody's gonna point it out except for me. Oh, again and again. I didn't catch that part. See, sometimes I point out obvious shit. I miss other obvious shit because it's too obvious and Phoenix catches it. Damn. Again, me and Phoenix. Phoenix, you don't know me, but let me tell you, me and you, we complement each other pretty well, I think. Well, you know what? Yeah, shut up. You keep having these analogies that are shitty. You said again and again, if you say chop into 1,000 pieces, you still mean multiple pieces. You said again and again, meaning multiple times, no matter the specific number, and it was only once, according to the autopsy. So fuck a dick. None of the people's logic happening right here makes any sense. But she didn't. I have to present the autopsy. Yeah, I do. All of you guys are terrible people. You're all stupid. I hate you all. I hope this whole courtroom catches on fire after I leave. I'll set it on fire. I don't care. This short wick, exactly, burns out the fat. She's on the same page as me. Burn them all. Burn them all. King Ares Targaryen, burn them all with wildfire. What are we talking about? I just want to present the autopsy. Anyway, let's get back to that last statement. Damn it, I went too far again. So she said again and again, and that's just not accurate. 1 knife wound. Take that, you fucking whore. You say she stabbed him again and again. But you couldn't have witnessed that.
Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my moss surprise.
I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Star. Well, what do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this. But take a look. The autopsy report states that death was due to a loss of blood from 1 stab wound. Aha, you're right. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth. Didn't I present it?
What a hunk. He's my hero, really.
What about my objection? No one noticed. Okay. Well, witness.
Stop. You got the crime scene set, right?
Oh, thanks.
I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood, but now I realize that such mistakes are possible.
What? So you're saying you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought
When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast.
Her breast? Oh, shit. Anyway.
Splattered blood from her victim.
So, it's ketchup? Which means what might be on her coat all the time. It's just ketchup. Like I said, jelly donut. No, that's all bullshit. That is bullshit. That is the bullest of shits. No, her red muffler looked like blood to you? Are you kidding me? Who in their right mind would buy any of the garbage that she is spewing out of that fucking hole in her mouth? Are you kidding? What? Let me look at the picture. Is she even wearing one? It doesn't even look like it. I'm gonna present this right now without pressing first, because I just want to go for the objection. Oh, what do you want? The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. Clearly.
What?
The suspect was not wearing a scarf. That's what I was saying. She's clearly not. Again, some of these things are like, how are you even this stupid? You took a picture of her not wearing one, and you're gonna say that she's wearing one? And you've proved it yourself with this photograph. And again, Edgeworth is like on my side with these last few things here. So maybe I do like him. I don't know. But that can't be. Only a true professional could be so clueless. I'm sure you'll make a good lunch lady, have no fear. Harsh words, but good.
In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails. I objected.
Whatever.
But it was there, a scarf. No, not that, but something in red, really.
What? What could she have seen at the time that looked like a red scarf but wasn't? What? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, now back to business.
What?
Very well, witness, continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that. This is weird as shit.
I do remember some things accurately, at least.
Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony.
The most important part?
The part where your sister stabs the victim. This next testimony might just be the moment of truth. I hope it's the moment that lets me be done with this, because this lady is annoying me.
After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot.
You caught her? Really?
Ah yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler.
What? What does that mean? You arrested her and she's like, oh hey, I own a scarf. What are you talking about? This is the least sense I've ever heard anyone make. This is nonsense. This lady's an idiot. You're quite determined about this scarf, aren't you?
I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra.
A cobra is a snake.
That's me, Angel Star.
That wasn't a very good metaphor. None of her anythings have been very good, except her boobies. That's what I said, though, about the snake thing. You're correct, Phoenix.
Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten.
I'd love to. No, thanks.
Note to self, Attorney Wright gets bitten by snake. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum.
What? Oil drum?
Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rawr.
Okay. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you will.